Where you guys are sitting today and your ability to influence small businesses with the products and services that you bring to the table, it couldn't be more important. And so as we leave here today, I'm going to really strongly encourage you guys to get more active and double down on your marketing. I look at all the businesses that I've invested in or lent money to or granted money to over the years, the grateful ones, the ungrateful ones, the happy ones, the pissed off ones. There's a variety of them, but there's a common theme. The ones that understand that investing in their business and investing in themselves and investing in their customers and understanding the importance of data and understanding the importance of technology and understanding the importance of communicating with customers the way they want to be communicated to are doing just fine. The ones who believe they have all the answers and they don't need a CRM and they don't need to have a computer, you laugh. There's a lot of businesses that don't want to have a computer because they feel like Uncle Sam's going to reach into the computer and take out the cash that they just recorded or didn't record. What we have to do as a group in this room is give these businesses, which I won't call small, I'll call them local, a chance to do something different than they've never done before. Your job is to create a variable cost model for them that rewards you for your performance. It gives you some sort of floor, because you need that recurring revenue, right? You need that recurring revenue, but it gives you a chance to earn them spending more. No different than how we want to be treated as customers, right? I'll give you more money if I get something for it. If I don't get something for it, I'm not going to give it to you. When I talked to Robin out back and asked her about the industries that you guys focus on, she mentioned to me, well, there's healthcare. What are some of the other ones? I need a mic. Manufacturing, construction, what else? Finance, accounting, what else? Oh, legal. Love lawyers. Got a lot of lawyers in the room? Architects. Nonprofit. Engineering. So it sounds like a lot of professional services, right? What else? Printing and graphics. Manufacturing. What else? RV sales. No, thank you. We don't need you. Government. Auto sales, car dealerships, country clubs, education. Thank you for finally saying that. What else? Transportation. What did I not hear? I didn't hear retail. What else didn't I hear? Food, hospitality. You do retail? Because nobody else wants it? Here's what I would ask you to consider from this day forward. Any business that has the ability to grow their business from what you can do for them, has the ability to pay and stay. I want to make that clear. That's going to be our fun 2 words of the day. Pay and stay. Which is retention. That's all that really matters in a business like yours and mine. Retention is everything. The cost of acquiring a new customer is up here, and it only becomes profitable after you retain them for a while. What I would ask you to consider is don't alienate any business from your services. And I debated this with Robin in the back. She's like, well, there's a POS system, and it doesn't really work. And she's probably right today. We can talk about all the technical things that we need to do to improve our business, and we can talk about all the ways that we can communicate with people. But isn't it really just about relationships with people that create stickiness for your business? Yeah. Sir, what is your name in the cowboy hat? Come on up here. I need them. Do you have a handheld? Anybody else bold enough other than Robin to wear a cowboy hat in the room? How you doing? Jeez, you're big. Jeez. How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Is the hat that makes you look big?
I think it's the body.
Do we have a handheld mic that we can get? Awesome, thank you. God, you just got a good look. All right, tell us who you are, what you do, and
Okay, my name is Brian Piquel. I'm CEO and founder of KP Interface. We are a managed services firm that services businesses in the Philadelphia area. And we provide them with all types of technology services, everything from VCIO consulting to managed services, managed security services, voice over IP, and cloud services.
okay. So the reason that I brought you, thank you, sir. The reason that I brought him up is he explained to this room what he does for a living. Everybody in the room, other than 6 people, understood what he said. I don't know what you said. Like you can laugh about it, but that's one of the biggest challenges of getting people to understand why they need you. How does a small business who's trying to figure out how to make payroll, even if they're a giant construction company, how does a business that doesn't have a lot of staff or a lot of sophistication understand that? And I'm not saying it towards you, I apologize.
You're right.
I would have picked him, but your hat was there. How do we do that? Stories? You're next. Head up there. It's a great point. Thank you, sir. Stories.
I'm a nurse. I work with an IT company. I really don't know anything about IT to speak of, but yet I do sales, and I help with client acquisition and client experience because I've lost data, I've made all kinds of mistakes, and when I talk to people, I use a health background to make them understand my points. Like, I'll say, when I want somebody to, come and get a network assessment, I'll say, well, you have to let me come in and do a chest x-ray, or, if you went to a dentist and the guy said, well, I think you need a root canal without doing an exam or an x-ray, you would think he was crazy. So when I say I need to come in and do that kind of assessment on you before I could help you, they get it. So that's what I mean by story.
Okay, don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay.
Are you nervous? I mean, you're wearing a cape.
You're right.
So you're obviously comfortable.
Okay.
You want a chair?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm going to need you. That's why I need you to stay.
Okay.
The problem that I have with that is that you don't often get a chance to tell that story. You got to get somebody to answer the phone. You got to get somebody to take a meeting. You got to get somebody to return an email. You got to get somebody to call off of direct mail piece, which are all very effective, contrary to what the mass market will tell you. Those techniques are still effective. I use them heavily still today in my own business. But the question is, how do you actually get the door to open or the phone to get answered? Yes, sir. Come on up. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Okay. No cape?
No cape.
Okay.
Can I give you?
You can stay there with him. Yes, ma'am.
Marcus, you know how you heard in the news, this oil company that got hacked, the pipeline? Well, we help small companies not fall victim to those cyber criminals and that they're using their technology to drive their business forward to better profitability, and that's what we do.
Well, I'm not worried about that for my business because nobody cares about my little construction company. Stand?
Okay. No.
Oh, yes. You want it on your soapbox. There you go.
Okay, well, we'll just pretend. Well, you're right. Nobody's hearing about small companies like yours. We're only here, the New York Times isn't writing about little companies that get hacked, little companies that get ransomware attacked. It's only the big pipeline companies that actually make the headlines. But that doesn't mean it isn't happening. And small companies like yours that get hacked, they don't report it. They're not going to the FBI or the government. So it is happening, but you're just not aware of it.
I actually am aware of it because I have employees that take my data.
Who's doing your HR?
No, but that's the point. And so the key in my mind, and I think we would find it with people like yourself and other successful executors in this room, is that we can get down into the minds of these business owners by putting ourselves in their business. And it's very hard to do, right? It's very hard to do. And so if you're working with an architecture firm and your mind isn't built like an architect, or an engineering firm and your mind isn't built like an engineer, what it is built like is the necessity to protect data, the necessity to communicate with customers, the necessity to know what you have and what you don't have, the necessity to be able to potentially sell your business in the future and have the buyer ask you a lot of questions about your infrastructure. First thing that I tell businesses that want to do something is to always prepare yourself to be sold. Always prepare yourself to have an investment or to be sold. And they say to me, well, why? And I say, because you're going to get a more sophisticated investor down the road, or some smart-ass kid that works at a private equity firm that's going to ask questions about cybersecurity, the way you communicate, the way you collect your data, privacy rules, how you store things, what your CRM looks like, a variety of things. And you're going to get an extra turn of multiple if you can show people that you take your infrastructure and your technology seriously. Do you buy that, ma'am? Yes. Come on up. Here's how this works. If you make a funny face, you're going to get called on. You're off the hook. That's okay. You're a consumer, right? Thank you. Are you a consumer?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, you buy
We're all
things.
consumers.
Are you here as a spectator?
Yes.
And so is it your family's business?
Yes.
What is the business that they're in?
They are a managed service provider.
What does that mean?
This is a test. They're not going to hand over the business, I guess, after this, right?
Where are they?
Mom and dad are right there.
Come here, Mom and Dad. You're not leaving, though.
Okay.
Yeah. What does your business do?
Well, we worked on this for a very long time, our unique selling proposition. So this is what we came up with. We build long-lasting relationship with customers and throughout the way, helping them with their technology.
Okay.
We have been in business for 53 years, so we really depend on our relationships.
That's awesome. As a layperson small business owner, tell me what you do that I could understand.
We have a wide range of technology products and services, anything from business telephone systems to your computers.
But I have the internet in my office. I'm fine.
Well, the internet is really not part of what we do.
I have a phone, too.
If you have a phone, that we can help you with. And let me look at your existing bill. Maybe I can save you money and offer you a better service.
Oh, okay.
And you get me along the way, too.
Oh.
That's an additional prize.
In that case.
Yes, yes.
What else do you do? Because I haven't really answered the phone yet, because I don't understand the value proposition for my business.
There.
Is that your wife? Put your hand down. She's got it. Go ahead.
There are a lot of companies in our industry and even in our existing market that do the same thing, sell the same plastic phone, but it's service behind the product that really sets us apart.
Yes, ma'am, and thank you for that.
You're
It
welcome.
was nice calling you. I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you. When can I come and see you?
I'm busy.
You're busy. Can I take you out to lunch?
I don't
We'll
eat
break
lunch.
bread together.
Here's what I would say, and I'm going to flip into serious mode for a minute. We have to get our story as tight as we possibly can. And I'm humbled by the fact that you've been in business 53 years, and you've obviously been successful. I'm talking about the next 53 years. Well, she doesn't know what you do.
Well, she will. She will.
Is this your child?
That's my child.
Okay.
And I have another one over.
Where's the other child? Come on up. Tell us what your company does. Look, I know we're laughing, but I'm genuinely asking how you explain yourself to people. And it's clear to me that this room is filled with success, but I don't know what the definition is of success. So I really want to understand this, and I want you to be answering this for yourself at the same time. How do you explain yourself to your son or daughter's soccer coach who owns a law firm, who has no idea what any of this means? 3 ladies and you, she's not.
Oh, I'm explaining to them what?
No, ma'am. Your other daughter is going to tell us what you guys do.
Okay. It's a lot of pressure.
Up here?
I mean, I'm learning a lot here now too. I obviously know my parents have been working in this business for my entire lifetime. But coming here, I'm learning that they do a lot more than just sell telephones, so.
So what else do they sell?
Managed services and the service behind the product. I'm learning.
I know, me too.
He'd be better, actually.
No. Me too. I'm learning too. And so is every potential client that you have. And so one of the things that we're going to work on as a group over the next 12 months is getting a very concise 3rd grade version of what we do for people. And by the way, it'll make everything more effective. When I look at the techniques and the tools that Robin provides, that's why I'm standing here. Because I feel like it's a very targeted approach to capturing a very specific customer as opposed to just spraying the universe hoping somebody listens. I love the way that you guys market. I love it. But what I don't know yet is what you do. Ma'am, right there? Yes, ma'am. Come on up. While she's on her way up, will you tell us, sir, what your company does with your free Oracle sweatshirt?
Sure. We help you see more customers and get paid faster.
Okay, that starts to sound interesting to me. I'm going to see more people and they're going to pay me faster. Can they pay me more too?
Absolutely.
How do you do that?
With automation and process.
Okay, I'm still confused. Like, I'm just a lawyer. I just have a bunch of people billing customers.
Where we help you see more of those customers and get paid faster.
So you're going to help me find new clients. Yes?
I would love to.
Okay. And then once I find the clients, you're going to give me a better platform to bill them.
Yes, sir.
And then you're going to actually send a collector out to get them to pay me?
We could do that.
That sounds like a new mob service. I will say that was a great explanation. But remember, I'm just a dumb lawyer who doesn't understand that you can find me customers. Because I see you as a technology company, and you're telling me you're going to find me new customers. So I want to have you take a crack at it. Don't go anywhere, sir.
So we are, the way that we just, our main vertical is dental. So we would say things like, we are your outsourced IT provider, like you had someone down the hall. So when you are sitting there with a patient in the chair, if you can't get your computer to work, who are you going to call? You're going to call us. If your internet is being wonky, you're calling us. If you can't print something, we're going to be the ones that you call that one phone call to kind of take it all and be that vendor liaison. We're going to get involved with your software people, not you. You should not be on the phone in some call tree trying to figure out who to dial, who to get to, and describing your problem because you're not in IT. Let us do that for you.
What is your name?
Brandis.
Brandis. Let me tell you what I just heard, and you tell me if I'm wrong. You're going to make my small business feel like a big business from a technology standpoint, because you're going to give me all these resources, but I'm not going to have to add a bunch of people on staff so that if my business goes down, I don't have to fire a bunch of people.
Correct.
Well, that sounds very different than what you said.
Yours was better.
Well, it's not about being better or worse. It's about being comprehensible from a small business owner's standpoint. See, what small business owners don't like is fixed expenses. And they don't like to have a lot of staff. They think they can do all the jobs themselves. And they think they can solve every single problem by themselves with their son, their daughter, their wife, their uncle, their aunt, their cousin, or whoever else they hire to be in their business. If you can change your language in the recruiting process, the retention process is much easier. And ultimately, what you're helping people do is have no gap in communication, whether it's internal or external, by providing the support, right?
Correct.
You're giving them multiple platforms to be able to do their business more efficiently. And rather than having to hire 5 or 6 or 7 people to do all those things, you're going to provide that support for them for a small fraction.
Right.
A small fraction. And some months it's going to work out in the company's favor and some months it's not. But when you sign up with me, I'm going to give you all of me all the time. Now, as your business grows, our relationship will grow, which means that as your business grows, much like you would hire more people, our services expand. So we're going to start out simple. You don't need to hire all these people to do all these things. I'm going to do it for you. I'm essentially going to be your 6th man on a basketball team. The difference is what we learned in COVID is that not having the service took people out of business. And while none of us want to keep talking about COVID anymore, we want to move on from it, in your particular business, it's the flashpoint in time that is most raw and most real to people that lost internet, that couldn't communicate, that couldn't find new customers, that couldn't convert them. They lost everything. We buy life insurance, health insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance. We do all these things to hedge ourselves against disaster. Except we don't make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month investment to keep our business out of disaster, to keep our business compliant with the way we collect data and the way we use it, because we live in a very litigious world. And the inappropriate collection of data or the inappropriate usage of data could cost you your whole business. So much like you outsourcing HR, or much like you outsourcing whatever it is that you outsource, I think I should be your first call. Because what I can't have you do again, gosh forbid there be another reason that the world shuts down, I can't have you go out of business. I can't have you not collect your money. So think of me as the best insurance policy who happens to be an employee who's not on your payroll, can't sue you, won't file a workers' comp claim, and won't ever show up late. I'm just another one of your team members. I can give you advice, but what I can do more than anything else is I can protect you and your family's business. Because ultimately, it's everything you have. And as the world continues to become more digital and requires, whether it's phones or whatever it may be, I don't know how you survive and compete with these big companies without us. We give you we help you stay off of an unleveled playing field. Because that's what most of these smaller businesses are scared of. And all of you that have relationships with them will say, we can't compete, we can't get the pricing the same way, this lawyer's offering this fee, this architect's doing that, this dental service is doing that, the dental business is consolidating, we can't keep up with Aspen Dental, we can't keep up with all these consolidators. And our response has to be every single time, my service, my company will keep you on that playing field longer than ever before. And if you let me, I'll help you make more money. And at any time you feel like I'm not adding value, and you could take the risk of not having all the services that I offer, I'll leave. And you don't even have to worry. I won't file a claim. I won't file unemployment. Yes, sir. We're going to have like a hoedown here. You can't leave. I know you're dying with your sparkly. Can we see your sparkly flip-flops? Come here.
This message seems. I'm Charles, by the way.
Hi, Charles. I'm Marcus. Nice to see you.
car.
I just need to. You won the car last year.
Yes.
You did not win the car this year.
Did not.
How do you know
Mike's
that?
going to win, I think.
Who's
Who
winning
knows?
the car?
Could be Tom.
Okay. We just need to show everybody your flip-flops and then you're excused. Can we? Is there any way to see your flip-flops? This is confidence. Okay? I'm making a point about this. There's a point here. I see this gentleman's trying to leave. You're not going anywhere.
Does he have pretty flip-flops?
He does not have pretty flip-flops. Here's the point that I want to make about her flip-flops. It's shiny, it's sparkly, it gets people's attention. That's what your business needs to be. You got a short amount of time to do it. And if your story isn't tight and it's not going to be relatable to the business owner, they're just going to move on. The same way you would if somebody was pitching you something. Okay?